Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play The Adventures of Batman and Robin for Super Nintendo. In the last episode, what did we do? That's right, we faced Scarecrow there. I remember now. And now we are in the maze of the Minotaur to rescue Commissioner Gordon from the Riddler. As you can see, we have a map in the upper right-hand corner, as well as a little red arrow on the side dictating where exactly we are in the maze, in case we have trouble looking at the map and finding the dark red triangle that indicates us and the direction that we are currently facing. I'm going to equip the batarang, and as soon as we go to the right, we get to meet the Riddler. The Riddler welcomes us to the maze, and of course there will be some riddles that we have to solve. And I'm going to get a drink of tea. The Riddler promises to free Commissioner Gordon, as well as Barbara Gordon, aka Batgirl, who wasn't mentioned in the intro for this stage at all, for some strange reason, if we can make it through the maze. And it's a good thing I equipped the batarang pretty much immediately, because it will allow us to take out any enemies that come into contact with us, especially the ones with guns. And when you see a quarter either in the background or the foreground, you'll get these little arrows in the ground telling you, hey, you can press these directions on the control pad to go where you want to go. We're going to go up here, and we're going to go to the right. And extra life. Alright. We need to go down here. And I believe we need... No, we need to go to the left. Oh, wait, no. We need to go to the right. Because, believe it or not, if you have the X-ray goggles, you can tell that this wall is fake. Now, if you know what you're doing, you don't need the X-ray goggles, but you still need the plastic explosives no matter what. Because unless you have plastic explosives, you're not going to break this wall at all. When you break this wall with the plastic explosive, the wall will pixelate out of existence, and you can continue on. And from here, we need to go down, and I believe we go left and go down again. We need to make our way to the southwest corner of the maze. So we go down here, we go to the left, and from here, we just keep going right until we run into something. In this case, it's a green circle with a yellow question mark on it. And as soon as we step on the symbol here, the Riddler shows up, we get walled in, and we get a riddle. What is the shortest distance between a point in Nome, Alaska and a point in Miami, Florida? And thankfully this is multiple choice. Now, if you were to pick the straight line, you'd get it wrong, and you'd end up in the wasteland. You will have to fight your way out of the wasteland in order to get out and start back from an earlier point. If you lose a life at any point in the maze, you also get sent to the wasteland and you have to fight your way out. Since the world is round, you use the curved line, not the straight line. To put things in perspective, airplanes usually travel in curved line in order to shorten the distance and also save some fuel as well, and make the flight a little less longer. When you head to the left, the Riddler will explain the logic behind the answer. So now it's time to go further to the left and take another teleporter. And we need to go to the left again. Thankfully, I still have my thing equipped. I believe you want to go up here and fight off some enemies. Need to remember that there are some guys with guns and I need to throw things at them. Now, you definitely want to turn around in this quarter, and you want to head to the right. This will give us some ammunition for plastic explosives. Just remember to have the explosives equipped before you grab the ammo for the gadgets, so that way you can refill the plastic explosives, which will always be at 5 no matter what. From here, you want to turn back around, as you were, and head left. Head to the right, go up, follow the path again. There should be a means of getting to where we want to go. There's a guy with a handgun there. And we should be able to get to another teleporter. We do want to step on this. And when we do, we end up in another part of the maze. Let's make sure to take down the enemies here so that way we don't get shot at or punched. And pretty soon, we will reach a door and 3 keys. There's no hint on the door, and when you press up at the keys, you'll have a choice between the A key, the C key, and the D key. And let's try the one in the middle. Oh, hey, it worked. Let's step on the symbol and see what the logic is behind that answer. In music, the C key has no sharps. The A has 3 and the D has 2. If you pick the A key or the D key, you have to dodge saw blades that come at you. And I believe if you pick the A key, you have to jump over a 3rd one. I think. If you pick the D key, you just have to just avoid 2. But anyway, we need to follow the path again. And you may think that you may need to take that teleporter. Nope. Fake wall. This is where the plastic explosives come in once again. By the way, on the path to the lower left or southwest corner of the map, if you went right instead of left, if you went east instead of west, you would have found a path leading to a dead end, but that dead end also would have had some health in case you needed it. So now that we've jumped over that first teleporter and hit a plastic explosive on the wall, we can take another teleporter, which we do need to use. And once again, the game tries to trip you up. The wall is fake again. Take the teleporter past the wall one more time. Now all that's left to do is to follow the path. There will be enemies, but we can easily deal with them. And when you take on this guy with a machine gun, hit him with drop kicks after you hit him with the batarang, because the guy after him is going to have a pistol and he's going to shoot at you. And there's no way to avoid it except to duck. The rest of the maze, it doesn't matter how you defeat the enemies, but for that one brief instance, you have to crouch kick. So we finally found Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon, as well as a Minotaur. We also get one more riddle. I have billions of eyes, yet I live in the darkness. I have millions of ears, yet only 4 lobes. I have no muscles, yet I rule 2 hemispheres. What am I? And the answer comes in a set of initials. Use left or right to select the letter that you want, and press A to confirm your choices for both letters. The correct answer is HB. Human brain. This time around, in typical Batman the Animated Series fashion, Batman explains the answer. The brain has billions of nerves, 4 lobes, and 2 hemispheres. It is also the only thing Edward Nygma, aka the Riddler, respects. The Riddler is both impressed and annoyed with us. And now we have to fight the Minotaur. If you have any plastic explosives, throw them at him. Also, if he corners you, wall kick over him. When you run out of... Ow. When you run out of plastic explosives, that's when you want to move back and forth and get it one hit in, and then try to jump over him with a wall jump when he corners you again. Don't spend too much time in front of him, or he will hit you with a sword without having to walk into the corner. That's why I got hit that one time. I took too long in front of him. The Riddler commends you for making it this far, but then decides to turn the heat up a little bit. The Riddler decides to play a relaxing game of chess with you. Obviously, it's going to be anything but for Batman. Let's have the... Yeah, we do have the battering equipped. And when these knights stop attacking, maybe they're bishops, I'm not sure, you want to roll forward before you get hit again. And then move your way forward. There's some health, which I will definitely need after taking that one hit from the Minotaur. And you need to hit the rooks 4 times in order to get past them. This is where the game gets rather nasty. The Riddler decides to make it harder for you to get around. Stay on the move, keep going right, so that way... Really? Come on! You want to keep moving to the right so that way you don't fall to your doom. And you want to jump at the right time when the Riddler's right hand shoots at the floor, so that way you can jump over the pit, which is apparently harder for me than usual this time because I can't seem to do this and talk at the same time. I've completely forgotten how to do it now, and it's annoying. And every time you die, you have to see this dialogue again. Come on! I don't have time for this! That part is harder than it has any right to be just because I can never gauge when I need to jump. I mean, jump right at the edge. It shouldn't be that hard, right? Unbelievable. Unreal. Be right back. I am an absolute clown. I should have been taking leaps to ensure that I had the distance necessary to clear the gaps in the first place whenever the Riddler zaps the orange tiles. And when he zaps the tiles behind you, you want to jump to the right as much as you can, so that way you have enough time to destroy the 2 rooks that are in the way. And once you destroy that second rook, start jumping to the right immediately to ensure that you don't die. I'm doing all of this in post-commentary, by the way, and yes, there are 2 instances after the second rook where you... Actually, 3 to be honest, where you have to jump over a tile. And when the Riddler's hand moves upwards like that, like he's controlling something, you want to be ready to roll underneath the rook when it comes down, as it comes down. After you see it come out from the left-hand side of the screen, you don't have to deal with dodging it ever again. You have a couple of knights or bishops or whatever those chess pieces are striking at you, but you know how to deal with them at this point. And now, the Riddler is not happy that you've made it this far. And now, you had to fight 2 king pieces. What you need to do, what's probably the best, most optimal way of beating these 2 guys, is to hit the one that rises with a jump kick before it gets up top. Then you have to wall kick off the other king and jump kick the king again. Be sure to roll under the king as it moves past you, so that way you don't get crushed. This is a pretty easy battle when you know what to do. And at this point in the battle, I pretty much get back in gear, and I figure out exactly how I need to be doing this. And whenever you do, don't get yourself accidentally trapped behind the king that is not in the air. Otherwise, you're going to have to go through a lot of moving just to even be able to take out one of the 2 kings again. So now the other king is being used against us. When the king comes at us from the left side, we want to roll under him and go to the left. And when the king is smacked back on the ground and pushed towards you, you want to watch Riddler's right hand, because if he zaps the floor, you're going to have to wall jump off the king, and then jump to the right to ensure you don't fall into a broken floor tile. If the floor doesn't get zapped, you can just keep on punching until you hit the king at least once. Just watch what's going on, and you'll be able to take out that other king before you know it. And here's the password, and the final password you will get for the normal difficulty. Stage 8 is the absolute last stage in the game. Because it is the Gauntlet. The bat signal is up. Commissioner Gordon tells you that something terrible has happened. Turns out the Joker, who he fought way back at the beginning of the game, has escaped with some other criminals from Arkham Asylum, and they want you to meet them at the old warehouse by Gotham Harbor. It's a boss rush mode. Commissioner Gordon says Batman may be walking into a trap, but Batman still has to bring them the justice. Before you go, de-equip the spray gun and the smoke bomb. They are absolutely useless in this boss gauntlet, which we will take on in the next video. Join me next time where we take on some of the bosses in this game. Well, the ones we had to fight hand-to-hand, anyway. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!